want to tell you about something that I'm going to be doing throughout Advent. A few years ago, a friend of ours told us about a thing called Jesse Tree. It was an Advent calendar, a Bible Advent calendar, if you like, spending time during Advent going through the Old Testament, looking at various stories, and each day we put a small plaque onto our tree. But back then, Claire made some of these ceramic plaques that went on. And each day as well, with our children, for a number of years, we used to try and plan a little activity. So for instance, if it was the walls of Jericho, we might have a night playing Jenga, things like that. So something that was exciting in the cold winter months, something which engaged the kids a little bit more with the Bible. But you can do it as adults too. So what I propose that we do through Advent is to do this together. So each day I will do a small video reflection. There's a poem and there are some Bible verses which I will read. And hopefully you'll be able to use these as part of your personal reflection, or maybe even just to check them out as part of just daily life. There are also some cards which you can colour in. Claire's coloured these in because she's got talent and I haven't. But there are some cards for each day that you can colour in, cut out and hang on the tree. So each day I'll be doing that, and you can have some of these if you want them. I've got a number of copies, so all you need to do is drop me a line and I will post or come around and give you some of these cards that you can then colour in and do it for yourself. There's also a small booklet with all the reflections in it as well. These are available from the Northumbria Community, so if you want to order them online, you can do. But if you don't want to do any of that, if you don't want to buy anything, simply each day we gather for a couple of minutes and reflect through the Old Testament, looking forward towards Christmas. So why Jesse Tree? Well, some of you might already know, but if you don't, in Isaiah 11, Isaiah prophesied this: "A shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. From his roots a branch will bear fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on him. The Spirit of wisdom and of understanding, the Spirit of counsel and of might, the Spirit of knowledge and the fear of the Lord, and he will delight in the fear of the Lord. He will not judge by what he sees with his eyes, or decide by what he hears with his ears, but with righteousness he will judge the needy, with justice he will give decisions for the poor of the earth. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips he will slay the wicked. Righteousness will be his belt, and faithfulness the sash around his waist." And Christians have long looked back to that passage and seen it as a prophecy about Jesus' coming, and therefore we look back to this root of Jesse, this branch of Jesse from David's line. Jesse was David's dad, so we look back to this root of Jesse, this branch of Jesse, as we go through Advent, looking forward to Jesus coming. So I hope you'll want to join me with this. Give me a call or send me a line if you'd like some of the cards, and I'll happily send them out or drop them off ready for next Monday when we begin.